Hey, it's your man Rance Adams once again with randomaccessdfw.com, and today we're able to catch a homegrown filmmaking legend, Kit Carson. How are you?
I'm good. Easy on the homegrown legend stuff, okay?
Well, I can say homegrown. Do you have Dallas ties?
Yeah. But I mean, it's like Campisi's Pizza. That's legendary, homegrown stuff. Yeah.
It's all in how it's perceived, I guess you can say.
Right.
So, I guess we're here to talk about your screening today in the Dallas Film Festival, Africa Diaries. Tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, Africa Diary is a documentary series that I am doing for the Sundance Channel. We will launch it in the late summer. And I've done 3 countries in Africa: Mozambique, South Africa, and Zambia, doing 4 diaries from each country. And so these are little 3 to 5 minute pieces that have a certain kind of immediacy and intimacy to them, because I'm shooting on a cell phone, which means nobody knows I'm really making this. They just think I have this funny contraption in my hand. So it allows the veil not to go up, so they don't like, we're on camera. Having this contraption in my hand doesn't cause anybody to go like, I'm on BBC, or what am I supposed to say? It's direct and intimate.
Now, in essence, it's kind of a form of reality TV.
Kind of.
I mean, just the concept, because you don't want anybody putting on any airs or fronts.
Right. It's part of it also is the fact that I've been making movies for 17 and a half years, so I know how to frame a shot. I know how to tell a story, beginning, middle, and end, even in 4 minutes. That's where I put my mind to, understanding how to do this and learning how to do this. It took me like 18 months to do this whole thing. We went back to Africa twice for 2 months each time.
How did this concept come about?
Okay. I was recruited by a documentary team that had never made a documentary before to help them, because they wanted to do a documentary on Mozambique, a mission worker in Mozambique. So I went to Africa, and on my way, I was asked by Gore's operation to do a diary. If you're going to go to Africa, do a diary for us. So then I had this little cell phone camera, and I was shooting all the time I was there. And I came back and edited it, downloading it to my laptop every night, the images, and did 3 diary segments. And it all happened by accident, not in the sense of it wasn't a big ambition of like, let's go to Africa and shoot on cell phones. No, it's just like it came naturally. It was driven by the desire to make something that connected to the internet and told stories, because I make movies. But now we're in this new generation, this new world of, I realized back in 2003, when Google bought YouTube, that they had created this grid of intimacy and information that was worldwide. So I wanted to plug in to that, to tell stories to people on that.
I realize part of the premise behind this is, for the diaries, is so people can look at them on their cell phones, but to see it on the big screen, it's visually stunning, but it's to have that capability to just, hey, I want to pop this up. I mean, it's a great learning tool.
Yeah, I mean, Nokia made this incredible device. It wasn't intentionally a storytelling device, but it's not a telephone. It's actually a tool to help you tell stories. And Nokia's got the best one. The lens, a Zeiss lens, which is the same lens that's on the Hubble telescope. It creates really excellent, deep, textured images, and for me, it has to look like something. I think the others are all like reportage. You hold up to your camera and your girlfriend blows you a kiss. Okay, that's what that's for.
Right.
It's not for finding stuff out. So basically, I mean, I think of myself as this dopey white guy walking around Africa trying to figure out what's going on.
And what we did pick or gain from the story, there wasn't any negativity. There weren't any reports of, any kind of death and destruction. It was all pretty positive.
Well, I mean, the truth is, yes, every night you can get the news of insane dictators and, hunger and all that. But what I found when I went there, I didn't make it up. I just looked around because I come from documentary originally, so I know how to find a story. And what I saw is there are other stories that are the true stories out of Africa.
And you said this is a series. When can we expect to see it?
We'll launch it in the late summer on the Sundance Channel.
And what's next on your agenda?
I am going to Spain in about 3 days because when I learn how to do something, I like to pass it around. So I'm going to Spain to do the second mobile workshop. So having figured out how to tell stories by shooting them on your cell phone, I've recruited Nokia into this thing, and they gave me a backpack of N97s, and we have a 2-week workshop in mobile storytelling. You shoot for a week and then you edit for a week, and then there's a little film festival at the end where we showcase this stuff. So that's part of what I'm doing next. I am also shooting film, but now that I've learned how to do this, the film I'm shooting we shot on 35 millimeter. We shot on animation. Part of it's animation, part of it's shot on cell phones, because that is now my tools for telling stories. So why not, once you figure something out, do it.
Well, that's awesome. Well, thanks, Kid, for joining us, and thanks for showing us a little bit of the innovation of what people are going to be able to do in the future, and that's what a lot of people don't understand.
Well, except the cell phoneification of the world is obvious. That's what happened in Cairo. That's what happens now every day. So the cell phone is not just a telephone. It is a way to tell your story and to tell people what's going on.
Well, you guys be on the lookout on the Sundance Channel for, what's it called again?
Africa Diary.
And let me tell you, it is dynamic. Everybody in the theater was quite impressed with the visuals as well as the story. Thanks for joining us.